Hello everyone, I am Mr. Baslingappa Suresh Katrabad, working as a lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department from Brahmadada Mane Polytechnic, Pelati, Solapur. Today I am delivering lecture on single phase AC series circuits, unit number 1 from the course Electrical Circuits, that is code 22324 under the program Electrical Engineering semester 3. This is my fourth lecture. Today we will see AC through series RC circuit. So first we will see circuit diagram. The combination of R and C we have seen here. First we will take resistor, then we will take capacitor, both will connected in series, and we are giving AC supply to this combination. So applied voltage to series R circuit is V of t equal to Vm sin omega t. So as it is series circuit, the circuit draws current I, then there are two voltage drops but current is same. So first drop across pure resistor VR equal to I into R. Second, drop across pure capacitance VC equal to I into XC. So we assumed here drop across pure resistor VR equal to I into R. Drop across pure capacitor VC equal to I into XC, where XC equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. So for pure resistor we have seen already phasor diagram, both voltage and current are in phase. We have shown here upper side of this symbol resistor R, and for capacitor we have shown above capacitor current leads the voltage by an angle 90 degree. So both will combine. Here as current I is same in series circuit, we can take I as a reference here. Here we have shown impedance. It is defined as opposition to the flow of alternating current offered by RC circuit. Impedance is defined as opposition of the circuit to the flow of alternating current offered by RC series circuit, that is known as impedance Z. Here we have shown R, XC and Z. Impedance triangle R equal to Z cos phi, XC equal to Z sin phi. In rectangular form, Z equal to R minus JXC. Minus means it is negative direction, that's why we are written here minus JXC. Impedance in phasor form, polar form, that is Z, that is magnitude of Z, that is square root R square plus XC square at an angle minus phi. Phi is negative for capacitive circuit. Next we will see the phasor diagram or voltage triangle. Here that V is nothing but combination of VR plus VC. So as current is reference, so take I as a reference here. After that VR, I and VR in phase. After that for capacitor again I is reference, VC we have taken here negative direction. The resultant of these two VR and VC is nothing but V. So either we can take upper triangle or lower triangle. So we have shown here voltage triangle VR, VC and V. So in series capacitive RC circuit, the current leads the voltage by an angle phi. By seeing counterclockwise direction, current is leading the voltage by an angle phi. Next, power triangle So apparent power, again it is a product of voltage and current. We have shown here that impedance triangle or voltage triangle we can write in terms of power triangle. True power, that is P equal to VI cos phi, means if the applied voltage is multiplied by active component, that is I cos phi, we will get active power. Next, reactive power Q, if the applied voltage is multiplied by reactive component, that is I sin phi, we will get reactive power. So we have shown here power triangle, active, reactive and apparent power. Next we will see AC through series RLC circuit. Here we can see the behavior of RLC series circuit. First we will take R, then we will take L, then we will take C, all are connected in series, and we will give AC supply to this combination. That is V equal to Vm sin omega t or Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. So here circuit draws current I. Again in series circuit current is same here, but there are three voltage drops. So first we can assume drop across pure resistance VR equal to I into R. Drop across pure inductance VL equal to I into XL, where XL equal to 2 pi FL. Drop across pure capacitor VC equal to I into XC, where XC equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. So next we will see phasor diagram. First of all, we will write individually phasor diagram for RLC. For R we have shown here both voltage and current are in phase. For inductance we have shown here again second diagram. Current lags the voltage by an angle 90 degree, and third phasor diagram for capacitor, current leads the voltage by an angle 90 degree. So combine all these three, take I as a reference because I is same. So by combining all these three phasor diagrams, VR, VL and resultant voltage we will get. Here three conditions will be there. What is first condition? XL is greater than XC. So XL is greater than XC means VL is greater than VC. So VL minus VC we are taking here. So as VL is greater, we will get some magnitude in upper direction. So here we are taken VL. So finally that VL will be replaced by VL minus VC, means whatever the upper magnitude will be there, that is a combination of VL minus VC. So VR, VL minus VC and V. This is a voltage triangle or phasor diagram. Second condition, if XC is greater than XL, XC is greater than XL means VC is greater than VL. So in this condition, when XC is greater than XL or VC is greater than VL, the magnitude will be shown in downward direction, that is VC minus VL. So here we have taken VC minus VL in downward direction. VC will be replaced by VC minus VL. The nature of circuit will be capacitive, hence analysis of the circuit is absolutely same as RC circuit, because as capacitance is greater than inductance, capacitive reactance is greater than inductive reactance, the circuit behaves like RC series circuit. We have shown here vector diagram or voltage triangle. Next we will see AC through series RLC circuit, power triangle. For XL is greater than XC, we have shown here power triangle, active power, reactive power and apparent power, that is P, QL and S. And for XC is greater than XL, or capacitive reactance is greater than inductive reactance. Again we have shown here active power, reactive power and apparent power. And last condition, XL equal to XC, inductive reactance equal to capacitive reactance. When both are equal, that is VL equal to VC, both will get cancelled. So the resultant is like a resistive circuit phasor diagram, means both voltage and current are in phase. VL and VC will get cancelled. So the circuit behaves like resistive. The nature of circuit will be resistive, hence analysis of this circuit absolutely same as pure resistive circuit. Means both voltage and current are in phase, angle between voltage and current is 0, power factor cos phi equal to cos 0 equal to 1. VL and VC are equal and opposite, hence cancel each other, resulting in V equal to VR. Next we will see resonance in RLC series circuit. Next bit, resonance in RLC series circuit. RLC, first R, second L, third C, all are connected in series and we are giving AC supply. So first we will see resonance in RLC series circuit. In RLC series circuit, when inductive reactance equal to capacitive reactance, then it is said to be resonance. When inductive reactance equal to capacitive reactance, then it is said to be resonance. Means XL equal to XC. So here we are writing Z equal to R plus J XL minus XC. So here XL equal to XC, so both will get cancelled, XL minus XC equal to 0. So Z equal to R. At resonance circuit behaves as a pure resistance. Impedance is minimum because XL equal to XC, so impedance reduces, that is Z equal to R, and power factor is unity. Phase angle between voltage and current is 0. It is just like series resistive circuit, AC resistive circuit. Next, derivation of resonance frequency. At resonance frequency XL equal to XC, so we can write here XL equal to XC. We know XL equal to 2 pi FL and XC equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. Here next step, we can take 1 upon 2 pi FC, whatever the denominator term F, we can shift here. So F square equal to 1 upon 2 pi L into 2 pi FC, means equal to 1 upon 4 pi square LC. So F equal to square root 1 upon 4 pi square LC. So F, that is FR equal to 1 upon square root of 4 pi square LC, means 1 upon 2 pi square root LC. So this is a derivation of resonance frequency, that is FR equal to 1 upon 2 pi square root LC. So we can write here omega R also, that is one upon square root LC. Quality factor, next quality factor is defined as Q equal to maximum energy stored in inductor to the energy stored per cycle. Quality factor means we are deciding the quality of that material, quality factor. Suppose simply we can take example 10% quality factor means 10% energy it is giving, 90% it is loss. Or 80% quality factor, 80% quality factor means 80% it is giving output and 20% is waste or loss. So quality it will tells for inductor we are, and for capacitor we are using this term quality factor. So quality factor equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored divided by energy dissipated per cycle. Means quality factor it is a ratio of maximum energy stored to the energy dissipated per cycle. Or in series circuit it is defined as voltage magnification in circuit at resonance. Voltage magnification in circuit at resonance. So quality factor equal to voltage magnification equal to 1 upon R square root L by C, 1 upon R into square root L by C. Or it is also defined as a ratio of reactive power of either inductor or capacitor to the average power of resistor. Or one more definition will be there. It is defined as a ratio of inductive reactance to the resistance. Next we will see one simple problem. Example numerical. A series circuit consists of R equal to 100 ohm and C equal to 200 microfarad connected across 200 volt 50 hertz supply. Calculate VR, VC, I and power absorbed by the circuit. A series circuit consists of R equal to 100 ohm, C equal to 200 microfarad connected across 200 volt 50 hertz supply. Calculate VR, VC, I and power absorbed by the circuit. So solution is, first we will write given data. Given R equal to 100 ohm, C equal to 200 microfarad. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6. Voltage 200 volt and frequency 50 hertz. First we will calculate XC. It is a RC circuit, series circuit. So XC equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. 1 upon 2 pi into 50 into 200 into 10 raised to minus 6. So by calculating these values, by putting these values in calc, we will get 15.91 ohm. Next Z equal to in polar form we have written here square root R square plus XC square. So value of R is 100 square plus XC 15.91 square root. So we will get here 101.25 ohm. So next I is nothing but V divided by Z. Here RC, so we can write here Z. So I equal to V by Z, 200 divided by 101.25, that is 1.97 ampere. Next VR is nothing but I into R. I we have calculated 1.975 into R 100, so 197.5 volt. And VC equal to I into XC. I is 1.975 into XC 15.91, so 31.42 volt. Last power factor cos phi equal to R by Z, that is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent side always R and hypotenuse Z. From impedance triangle we have taken here. So 100 divided by 101.25.98. Power factor is always less than 1 or 1 unity. It is not greater than 1. So here 0.98. Power is Vi cos phi. So 200 V 1.97 I and cos phi is 0.98. So power is 387.49 watt. Next numerical is an alternating voltage is having maximum value of 230 volt. What is its average value and RMS value? An alternating voltage is having maximum value of 230 volt. What is its average value and RMS value? Answer: assuming that alternating quantity is sinusoidal. So we are studying here sinusoidal quantity, so we will assume sinusoidal quantity. Here they are giving maximum value. So first average value equal to, we have seen in first lecture, average value equal to 0.637 into maximum value. This is a formula. So 0.637, what is maximum value? 230 volt they are given, so we can write here 230 volt. Next, average value equal to 146.51. Second, RMS value. RMS value equal to 0.707 into maximum value. Again they are given 230 volt as a maximum. We will write here 230 volt. So 0.707 into 230. So whatever the value we will write. Thank you.